Hi, I'm Chef Jeff Trombetta from Norwalk Community College in Connecticut. And today I am going to demonstrate how to make gnocchi in Fontina. So let's get started. To make the gnocchi, first we have to make our appareil, or our dough, batter, whatever you want to call it, our mixture, appareil, French. So we're going to take about a cup of potato, all right, yeah, a little bit more, there we go. And so all good gnocchi has potato. We're going to have a half a cup of ricotta, okay? Some people like to put a little ricotta, Parmesan, whatever. And then we're going to take a cup of some nice durum wheat flour, okay? We're going to take an egg. We're going to grate some fresh nutmeg on the microplane. There we go. Not too much. Of course, a little bit of pepper and a little bit of salt. There we go. And I'm going to put a little chopped fresh oregano and sage in there. And we're going to give that a good mix. Going to give it a little bit more moisture, and I'm going to use a little bit of truffle oil. And that ought to give it some nice zing. Now this has got to hold together. So now we have a decent dough. All right, spread out your flour a little bit. Okay. And get your cylinders going. See that? Nice cylinder, ½ inch. It's getting a little dry on the end there. Too much flour on the board, and the dough will not stick together. Okay, this is nice. It's fairly smooth. Don't be too thick, because remember, it's got to be a gnocchi, up a little pillow. So we're going to store it on parchment paper. So we're going to take our fork, give it a good poke, because when you boil these, you kind of lose that indentation from the tines of the fork. Yeah, just about 2/3 of an inch. Little pillows. So now that we have our gnocchi cut, I'm going to take it to the stove. We're going to boil it in salted water. And while we're doing that, we're going to make our sauce. So we have a nice hot pan, a little bit of virgin oil. Don't get the oil too hot, because if you smoke it, you really change the flavor. So let's cool down that pan. Get those mushrooms going. A little bit of shallot. There we go. And a little bit of sage and oregano. And we have a nice rolling boil. I'm just going to pick up my paper, my parchment paper, like this, okay? And drop them in. Keep them stirred. Now, they're going to float, and you're going to cook them for about another 2 or 3 minutes, okay? They should be light. The egg gives them that lightness. The ricotta gives them that lightness. And we're going to just scoop these out when they're ready right into our mushrooms. So in the meantime, I'm going to add a little garlic to that. I didn't add it in the beginning because I didn't want to burn it. I'm going to add some nice white burgundy, Pouilly Fussé. I'm going to crank it up to get a little reduction going, to reduce the wine. Going to add a little parsley. So now you see the gnocchi floating? It's been floating for a good minute or so. My wine, mushroom, shallot, garlic reduction is ready. I'm going to add my gnocchi to that. Drain them good. But a little bit of that pasta water is okay. It's just salted water. Okay, adds a little moisture, eventually gets absorbed. Get that well coated. So let's get our gnocchi on the plate. And we're going to take our Fontina. It's a beautiful melting cheese. It's very creamy. It's got a little tang to it, a little chive. This is going to go into the broiler. And a little bit of truffle oil to get that aroma going. Very northern. So let's go into the broiler. Give a little melt on that. We'll put that there for just, 3 minutes or so. So, here's our gnocchi, right out of the broiler. Look at that wonderful Fontina. It makes its own sauce. Okay, I just wanted to shake up my oil. Just gonna kind of find the holes along the side. Let's taste this wonderful looking gnocchi. I'm gonna grab a mushroom. Make sure I get, of course, that Fontina cheese. A little bit of basil oil. I have to admit, that's incredible. I'm Chef Jeff Trombetta, and remember, it's just good cooking.